Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. I do hope that you are all well. Today, the 3rd of November of 2022. I've been house hunting, so some of you already know that. That's why I haven't been able and on schedule. So it looks like my November is going to be quite the month. So I just wanted to mention that today is actually a Thursday. We usually do the love reading, twin flame, soulmate, divine union reading on a Wednesday. Yes, it is Thursday today. I thought I will sneak a video in for you because I know how much you wait for these videos, how much you love them. Now, I will be taking handwritten love messages, but not for all of you. Unfortunately, I don't have the time at this point, but I will be taking these messages. I'm going to say also that, you know, in the past when you've gotten your own personal messages, pay attention and see which cards come through today and see if that, you know, does not speak to your personal situation. So look back at what you've gotten, what messages you've received recently or not so long ago, and see if that ties in with today's reading, the messages. I mean, we're reading the energies as always. Remember, it's a general reading, so this may or may not resonate for all of you. Now, I am going to be using a deck here, which this is a Greek deck. I used it in my extended love readings for October, November, December. If you have not watched those videos, then do check them out, and they are extended through Patreon and through my website. So for love until the rest of the year, I do take this deck as well, and this is the deck. It's a Greek deck. Unfortunately, the booklet is in Greek, so if you don't speak Greek, obviously it won't be any good to you, but I love the illustrations on it. That's why I'm going to use it. We're going to see what, you know, the symbols and what comes through. So we'll be taking the Mystic Moon Oracle, of course, the Lenormand, Ciro Marchetti's Lenormand, and I'm using the Connolly Tarot today, a few Sibyllers probably, and the Energy Oracle. So let's get started, as I've got to run after. So we'll see how long this video will turn out to be. The Mystic Moon Oracle is more for the psyche, where you both are psychologically. Now, this could be for a karmic relationship, a soulmate connection. It could be it's just for very important relationships, okay? So energetically, if this speaks to you, then it's your reading. If it does not, wait till next time, till the next reading. Wish me luck, all of you, with a new beginning for me. New home, new beginning, new chapter. It's interesting because I've been trying for this for such a long time. It just hasn't been the time. It's probably now. Until I sign on that dotted line, I won't believe it. Okay, it's just timing. Chronos, Saturn says, no, not yet. We have to go with the energies, go with the flow, and Saturn is a tough teacher, remember, dear friends. I've got Saturn in my 6th. So duty, due diligence, service to others, work, my daily life, my health, not an easy time, and I'm sure all of you are not going through such an easy time. It is eclipse energies that we are in. So let me think. I'm connecting with Spirit, with Archangel Michael, Archangel Lophiel, Archangel Gabriel. Please guide us. This important relationship, where is it at energetically? Where is it at? This is the relationship cross that I usually do. So let's see where we are at this point. The moon is transiting through Pisces, so pay attention to your dreams. Very important for dreams. I always have very a lot of messages coming through my dreams. You could tell the difference from just a usual dream and a dream that is a message. So, dear Spirit, please guide. Where is this relationship at this point? Where is it energetically? Remember, eclipses, my dear friends, are fated events that play out. And we're having another eclipse on November 8th, on the day of the elections in the US. So it's only today being the 3rd, and I want to wish my dear friend Yana Bellatrix from Bellatrix Star a happy, happy birthday. She celebrates today. So in 5 days, we're in the energies of the eclipses, no doubt. And for me, I mean, this eclipse is happening on my South Node. So South Node is what we need to let go of. Why do I use my example? So that you could understand where your birth chart is concerned. You may have got the same thing as what I do in my chart. So let's see what's going on with this divine union, this relationship, dear Spirit. I'm going to try to premiere and be here. If it's not possible, then I won't be on, but it will be a premiere. I do think so. So I'm going to try and make it so that we could connect. Let's see. You can only try, right? So where is this connection right now? At the 5 of Swords. Oh my goodness. I don't like this card at all. Where are we coming from? From the 10 of Cups. So there was a lot of happiness in the past. There was a lot of happiness where this relationship is concerned. In the Connolly Tarot, the 5 of Swords shows 2 people. In other decks, it's 5 people. We could see that there are 5 swords. But see how the Ace of Swords is lit up, which does speak to truth, which does speak to, of course, swords are our perception, words, communication, thoughts, okay? So 5s always speak of changes, of course, and with the 5 of Swords, usually there are other people involved. Here we see that there's actually 2 people, and we see that he's sort of like begging, like, please, you know, please tell me the truth. Is that what someone is looking for? Please, because if you're dealing with someone that was in a marriage, I mean, 10 of Cups can speak to marriage, another family, they could also have a child, they could be parents. So someone is pleading for no trouble or a second chance, or maybe forget things pertaining to challenges of the past. Now Mars is retrograding in Gemini, which is an air sign, and Mars in Gemini could be a lot of talk or things pertaining to truths and maybe even possible decisions connected to the past. It can be quite frustrating, of course. Gemini is the sign of needing to make a decision, being curious, trying to figure things out. And of course, because Mars is retrograding there, it's like, you know, the Mars who is action orientated and very courageous, usually he's revisiting the past. He's bringing situations back pertaining to air, the air element. Now, it can be also related to possible energies of collaboration, possible short distance travel, your environment, you know, where you're residing. All those things come up with Gemini. So it looks like one person is at the mercy of the other, and the other, the person holding the sword, has got a very intelligent mind, I could say, very good with their words, possibly also getting themselves out of trouble. But we also see the person here that is pleading if there has been lies or deception or an argument or something like that, or there's been no communication possibly as well, someone is pleading for truth, for communication, possibly also forgiveness here. Where are you coming from? Who are you in this relationship? You are the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The other person, Three of Cups, and we've got two people here. So interesting again. What this tells me is that there's something about, because tens always speak to endings. Of course, it's an ending of a cycle. There's a possible restart. So I don't know if someone is dealing with legalities, possible third party here where someone has got the upper hand, the intelligence. We could also say that truth could also be revealed, or truth can set someone free from a situation that was quite challenging or difficult. Yes, there can be legalities or possible separation here. Now, you're very stable. You're very much about planning and strategizing. The Knight of Pentacles is not someone that's, hot under the collar. He's very strategic and slow, and he knows he needs to do his due diligence, to work hard. He's certain about the outcome and what he wants to manifest. Remember, he's carrying the Ace of Pentacles, so obviously he's more about being grounded, wants something long term. But the other person is more about their emotions. Now, Three of Cups can speak to a third party. Three of Cups can also speak to that they want a possible reconciliation, but there could be other people or other situations that they're still dealing with right now. And I don't know if, because this card speaks to where the relationship is, so obviously it's about both of you. So where your perception is concerned, your thoughts, it's like Five of Swords is a tough energy. So you're both feeling that something needs to be taken care of, or you want peace, you don't want to fight, you don't want to argue. Of course, truth is very important here, and I think that both of you want the clarity. What is the possible outcome, dear Spirit? We have Justice. So yes, the possible outcome is balance. It's coming into sync and equilibrium, and this is Dharma. This is something, it's like a portal that opens up in the near future. Yes, possible separation if someone was in another family, another relationship, or just a committed long-term relationship. Doesn't have to be a marriage. The Justice card says that, and it is Libra, and Libra is about relationships. We know that where Libra is concerned, we've recently had a Venus-Sun conjunction in Libra, which has opened up a new 100-year cycle, which is very important for relationships of all types, right? Whether it's partnerships, relationships, business, doesn't matter, family. That is what is promised in the future. Now, I don't know if this possibly speaks to the Aries season, because obviously we're going to have a full moon in Libra. So maybe something started around the time of Libra that will be completed roughly around late March and early April. Oh, and what's interesting about that timing, we're going to have a lot of astrological alignments that will change the overall environment astrologically and energetically speaking. Pluto's going to move into Aquarius, so there's going to be a major shift in the energies. Saturn is going to leave Aquarius and move into Pisces. So there's going to be like March, April, May, that those 3 months are going to be quite different energetically and very promising for all of us. We've got the star. Beautiful. And the star does speak to hope. It speaks to social media, communication, a wish fulfillment, possibly. This could speak to the general energy, which is at the bottom of the deck. It can also speak to friendships, or, you know, if there is a possible friendship, always helps a connection. When two people can be friends, it's very promising for a long-term relationship. It's the most important ingredient to build upon. The star does promise a lot. It could speak to a timing card. So again, Aquarius, Aquarius season, Pisces, and then Aries. So maybe things are going to start from February, from early February for some of you. Let's see what the star is sitting upon. Ten of Swords. So there is an ending here, a difficult ending. Someone needs to free themselves up. Remember, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is going to be on this eclipse, and eclipses in fixed signs do last. So something is ending. The star is Aquarius, and Aquarius is fixed energy. Saturn is there, so we haven't been able to approach or to be able to grab our wish fulfillment, because Saturn has been sort of asking that we do what is needed to be done, or Saturn is saying the time will be, maybe, in the time of Aquarius, maybe with that full moon in Libra. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma, dear Spirit? What is the Karma Dharma for this connection as we are doing this at this time? We've got the Lovers. So there is a third party here for many of you. But it's also, the Lovers does have to do with head over heart decision. Now remember that what's interesting is that Mars is going to be turning direct roughly mid-January, on the 12th actually. But he still will be transiting through Gemini. And Gemini is all about communication, needing to figure things out, be curious, collaborate, till end of March. Yes, Mars will be in Gemini till roughly the end of March. So it looks like March is a very important moment. Let's see energetically with the Energy Oracle what comes through. And we have rest and rejuvenation at this point. Number 19. So there's no action right now. It's all about waiting. I will read the message towards the end of the reading. But it's a 19, and 19 is also the sun. So Leo comes up for me here. We could see this man. He's meditating, so he's maybe not communicating right now, needing to figure things out, needing to connect with spirit, looking for the answers. Let's see with a Mystic Moon Oracle. I think I will take, before I take more tarot here in the spread, I'm going to take some Mystic Moon Oracle to see where your psyche is. And remember, our psyche is our subconscious. It's got to do with our internal depths. Our depths, not debts. How maybe debt came out because there's some sort of karma that we're needing to release. And I'm going to say also that because Pisces comes up a lot for me here, Jupiter has entered Pisces, and he's going to finish up in about a month, end of November, roughly on the 23rd. He's going to finish up in Pisces, but he's going to be very powerful. And Jupiter in Pisces, his home, he's sort of revisiting the past, maybe April of this year. where he connected with Neptune and with Venus. So there's some sort of magic, some sort of a dream that we've hoped to manifest, something very magical that was promised, but we needed to still do work. So Jupiter entered Aries, and now he's turned back and re-entered Pisces. So there is a lot promised here. There is a lot promised that has not been delivered yet. Now, if Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces could speak to a great illusion, a lot of deception. So maybe also where we ourselves are wearing those rose-colored glasses, they will be coming off. Jupiter will take those rose-colored glasses off. He will give us the wisdom. So let's see emotionally, where are you? Shadow work. So you've been going through a dark period, a dark time. You've been dealing with your shadow side, or if you are the one that's in another relationship, then you could be dealing with someone that is going through this themselves. Let's continue. We've got compromise. And we've got metamorphosis, which does speak to an ending here. No doubt there is an ending here. You've been going through a dark night of the soul, my dear friends. Maybe you stayed in a situation, you compromised your happiness. We see that the metamorphosis says that maybe you're waiting for this, a death and a rebirth. Let's look at the other person. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, a strong Pluto placement. Some of you maybe compromised your happiness in this relationship, and you've probably ended a relationship, this relationship, or it could be possibly another relationship if this is a third party. Let's look at your partner. I'm going to call them your partner in crime. Okay, let's see where they are emotionally. Let's try and see things from a more uplifted place. Do not lose hope. We are coming out of the darkness, dear friends. We're at the last leg. That's what my daily message was called, and I feel that very strongly. Where is the other person psychically? Not psychically, psychologically. The answer is no. Oh my God. Okay, one more card. Mars retrograde does bring people back from the past. We've got a return card. Now this could say that, because we see here that the angel is blessing them. It's like that he's watering his flowers. It looks like here there was no watering of the earth. That's why the earth is barren. So maybe the other person being in another connection was not watering, nurturing, and loving this relationship. Possibly, or the door was closed because of some sort of a reason here, because there was a third party, because someone needed to make a choice. We see that the choices are not easy here. Let's take one more. And we've got karmic partner. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is the general energy, dear spirit? We've got divine feminine. So we see that the divine feminine comes through, which is much more nurturing. I've got Sally's magical candle here, and I've already told you about this. You can get your own candles from Sally's magical candles, and I've got her card here, the black cat, which I see as a good luck charm. So I've left her there. Let's see what's beneath the divine feminine for a moment. And we've got signs and synchronicities. It looks like the divine feminine is being shown the way here, is being guided. Where is the divine feminine leaving? Because we see that we've got the devil here. The divine feminine was bound by another situation, maybe another relationship that was very narcissistic, or was just in a karmic loop that she needed to get out of. There were heavy lessons and karma here. Now, I don't know if the bound could be the other person, that they were bound, they were stuck, because maybe they were dealing with a karmic partner. Let's see what else comes through here. What else is beneath the bound, which is the Saturnian energy. And, you know, this also speaks to obligations, restrictions, and timing. We've got refocus. Refocus is like retrograde, falling into the same cycle, revisiting the past, but not being able to break the karma. Now, the divine feminine, we've all got divine feminine energies within us. It's just that I did mention the divine feminine here because we're talking about someone who's got more of that yin energy within them. So, I don't know, in your relationship, who holds the more feminine energy? But we see that there are signs and synchronicities. We see that Spirit is connecting. She is receiving the signs, the messages. So she needs to heed that call. Let's see. I'm going to take some Lenormand. I think I will take 3 cards. We'll see what comes through and how I feel. 3 cards before I take more tarot cards. See, I'm not sure if the return of this person is still blocked from a karmic partner, because we're at the 5, so we're expecting lots of changes. Wow, okay, we've got the Garden. I feel that this is probably, this speaks to something that is forbidden, right? Just like the poisonous apple that Eve took. This also speaks to someone's reputation, who they are out there in the world, in society. All this speaks to, in the past, there was a lot of happiness. Yeah, see, there's a lot of secrecy. We've got the book here, which could speak to lessons. Again, Neptune comes up and Pisces energy. There was a lot of happiness, but there were a lot of things that needed to be learned. There were things that were unknown, possible secrecy, someone not being ready to speak of their happiness because of their reputation, who they are in their life, but also this could be a heavy learning curve. We see all these books here. So the books do speak to knowledge and learning, right? But we've got the Sun now. And the Sun says that there is, I mean, this is a heartfelt relationship. If we're talking about the book, because the book speaks to the future when we're talking about timing, it speaks to a lot of secrets and learning, and maybe someone's doing some research or looking for information. The Sun can also bring a lot of clarity where there's been cloudedness, unknown things going on. The Sun is the heart. The Sun is Leo. The Sun speaks to power and success and happiness and victory. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And the Sun, remember, also can speak to children. So I don't know if there is secrecy around someone's happiness connected with a child, possibly. Now remember, the Sun also speaks to the 5th natural house, which is the Leo house. So that speaks to romance and maybe possibly also risk-taking. It does speak to creative energies, and it also speaks to a lot of clarity and healing. Possible reconciliation with the Sun as well. There is a 19 again. We said this was the number 19. So we've got the Tower here, and the Tower can speak to someone, you know, the energies are blocked. The Tower can speak to someone feeling lonely, being stuck in a rut. This is very much like the Devil energy for me. Someone was needing to do things by the book. I mean, the Tower can speak to something that someone built their lives on, but the Tower is not something that brings happiness. It's a very, very difficult card. It speaks to delays. It also speaks to, yes, it is Saturn in Capricorn. Yes, it speaks to arrogance, possibly. If you are dealing with a Leo, Leo can be the shadow side of Leo, can speak to arrogance and vanity. It can speak to ego, yes. But this also speaks to needing to do things by the book. And there is the book again. What's beneath that? And we've got a possible new beginning. So maybe a new cycle has begun. You've had some communication, but then the Tower comes in again and says, not yet. Because this could also speak to possible physical distance, because it's Mercury in Gemini, right? And it speaks too soon. This said too soon, but then there's the blockage, the fork in the road. And there's the tree, and the tree grows deep roots. The tree is number 5, and 5 is the Hierophant. It's delays. Well, again, 5s speak to change. 5s speak to imbalances. 5 is, and the tree speaks to a past connection, or something needing to take time to grow. It also does speak to a spiritual connection, and it is connected to family. So family obligations and all those things. Let's take more tarot. Let's put this card as the general energy down there. And let's see what's beneath that 10 of Swords. We've got the Fool, and there is the new cycle that's opened up. But something needed to end. Is it fear? Is it fear of betrayal? Is it someone being in another connection where there has been betrayal? Or someone needing to put that, last nail in the coffin to finally end something, or needing to see something. Remember, this is the darkest before the dawn, and it turns into an ace. There's that ace that this person is holding now. The Fool card, Aries, yes, Aquarius is strong here as well. And before that, we've got the Chariot. So someone ready to take that journey. But we see that he's at a juncture here, and he's looking back. Is he watching his back? There's mistrust here. All he needs to do is turn around and follow that road, follow that path. But he's got things pertaining to the past that need to be dealt with. And it can speak to difficulty in making one's mind up. This is the Victory card, but it can speak to physical distance. We've got physical distance here, no doubt. And cardinal energy. Someone not able to instigate that change. They're blocked. They're blocked because of a home. They're blocked because of a mother. The Chariot is the moon. It is Cancer. So it's connected to the home. It's connected to the past. It's connected to emotional fears, possibly. That, where am I going to? This is a big leap of faith. Am I going to fall and hurt myself? Am I going to ruin my life? And remember that Cancer is very much about the family. So someone needs to be certain that they can take that action, move towards victory. I don't know if this speaks to, if you are dealing with a Cancerian, they're all about family. So maybe they've got obligations and what was I going to say? They needed to tie some loose ends before they could take that leap of faith, continue on that path. Okay, let's look at this 10. Let's look at this 10 of Cups. We're coming from the past, right? Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. So there was a lot of enthusiasm, maybe even naivety. Page of Wands is the minor arcana of the Fool. This is the Messenger. Maybe there was physical distance. Maybe you were dealing with someone that was, and it is a child as well. So maybe the ending of your happiness was connected to a child, was connected to physical distance, was connected to, I don't know if I can take this leap of faith. Yes, there was a lot of enthusiasm, but something needed to mature. I feel here. Let's look at the Five of Swords in the now. What is that Five of Swords about? Page of Swords. So we do have another messenger. There will be communication here. Some truth. Someone could be also, I don't know if there's no communication between the two of you, but someone is clearly thinking of sending out that message. They could be also checking you out on social media. Maybe they're using their logic sometimes, or looking for intelligent ways to get out of a difficult situation. And I'm saying that because we've got possible Mercury energies, which is the logic. It's about communication, yeah. But we've also got Uranus here, which Uranus is trying to find an intelligent way to reach that wish fulfillment, that star, which is at a physical, timely distance. Or a way to break free from anything that was holding this relationship back, or one of you being held back because of timing, because of obligations, because of karma. Oh my God. Wow, look at all those swords. Something does need to end here. Remember, the Ten of Swords is not easy. We've got, in actual fact, we've got a 10, 11, and 5 is 16, which is the Tower card, which does speak to Uranus. And this eclipse, the full moon in Taurus, is going to be on the North Node, which is whatever is going to end now, which is not going to be easy, right? Someone's going to feel betrayed. Someone's going to have, I don't know, I mean, this could speak to someone feeling backstabbed or deceived or back problems even, you know. It could be physical back problems. Someone who has a problem with their back. That's just another message. But yes, this full moon lunar eclipse that's going to happen on the axis Taurus Scorpio, remember that the moon loves being in Taurus and it's going to be on Uranus, and Venus is right across. So there's like a tug of war. It's going to be discomfort, but it's going to bring the end, and it's going to bring a possible Tower moment, so an awakening, a major shift. Yes, something is going to fill out. That moon in Taurus is going to be an ending so that we could make space for a new beginning. Yes, I'm going to take your cards now. Let's look at you. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You want peace. You don't want trouble. You want something stable. You are very dependable. The other person is more about having fun. I don't know if they're connecting to friends, seeking advice on an emotional level. Nine of Cups on your side. And the other person's side has got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Beautiful cards on the other person's side. Lovely cards on your side. We do have two wish fulfillments. Now the Nine of Cups, another wish fulfillment, but I don't know, some of you could have strong Virgo or Pisces in your chart. We do have Nine of Cups could speak to someone trying to drown out their sorrows or needing to do things to make themselves happy, keep themselves happy as they're waiting on the other person. I do see that you are very patient indeed. Let's take the Star card for a moment. What is the general energy of this reading? We've got the Chariot, which says that, yes, someone is going to decide to take charge, and Aquarius is very strong. Look at the Chariot, my dear friends. You can see above his head, he's following the stars. This does speak to Aquarius very strongly. So someone is making a decision to take that journey to its cardinal water. Cancer is cardinal water. So someone is following their emotions. They're following their heart. This could also speak to a possible house move. This could be something that someone's been wishing for a while. Let's take one more on the Star and the Chariot. Two major arcana, very strong. We've got the Queen of Swords, which is again Libra. And the Queen of Swords will speak her truth. Queen of Swords, she makes a judgment. She's got the experience underneath her belt. She is either a divorcee, she's separated, she's going through, and I do believe it's got a lot to do with your side, because we've got the butterfly here, and here is the butterfly. Right? She's going to cut through the crap. She's going to speak her mind. So, yes, Libra is very strong. Oh my God, okay, I did not say where I would take these cards. So what we see is the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is taking a break from the work that they've been putting in. Again, Virgo energy. We've got the Empress, which speaks to the mother or someone who is a mother. Here is Libra, here is Taurus, and here is the King of Pentacles. So we do have Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn. We do see, I mean, they're a good match. There could be an age difference, possibly, because this could be the divine masculine, the divine feminine. They're thinking on whether they're going to put more effort into this connection. We see that they've got, you know, they're back to back. So what I get from that is that they're a powerful team when they work together and not against each other. They've turned their backs to each other. So we see the divine masculine looking towards the past. Yes, he's a father. Yes, he's a business owner. Could be an entrepreneur. Powerful couple. The Empress is very creative, very loving, very magnetic, very attractive. She is someone who works very hard for the abundance. She's very motherly as well. So she's very... She is an abundant person, but she also showers others with abundance as well. Now, this could be a mother and a son, where the Empress plays a very important part in your connection. So I don't know. So yes, I did not say where I would take those cards, so I couldn't take them. I want to take one card here, and then we'll take the outcome. I really, really want to take that position. I will take one more for both of you where the Mystic Moon Oracle is concerned. What's this Ten of Swords and this Page of Swords and the Five of Swords? We've got Eight of Wands. So where there were stuck energies, let's say, something has ended. It's like you're completing a dark cycle in this relationship. There will be communication. There will be truths. Look at the changes that are coming in. This could also speak of travel. If there is physical distance, someone could be taking a plane, coming closer. We've got short distance travel as well as long distance travel. We know that relationships, especially after the lockdowns, they're very common where social media is concerned, and even physical distance, of course. So Eight of Wands is like there's going to be a lot of action. These are Cupid's love arrows, messages of love, possible travel, possible, as I said, ending of a cycle, lots of truths being revealed. I do want to take one more on each of you. Let's look at the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the Ace of Wands. You want this. You want this like crazy. You are very sexually attracted to this person. This is like the light coming on. You get your clarity. You're ready for that connection. You're ready to take off. You may be flying. I don't know if this could possibly also be an invitation for some of you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. It does speak to legalities. It speaks to major changes, positive changes where the other person's situation is concerned. Yes, it can speak to possible divorce and ending, but also could say that their luck is turning right now, and this could also help this situation. Let's take another card. And we've got the Four of Swords, which is the rest and rejuvenation. So they possibly need a bit of time Remember that they're probably going through healing. They've come out of the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords speaks to a broken heart, disappointments, third-party situation. They need some time to, and maybe they've been, I don't know, maybe they've got a lot that they've been dealing with possibly, and they need to take care of some things. Let's see what the outcome, possible outcome is. We've got the Nine of Swords, so there are legalities here for sure. The Nine of Swords is the worry walk card. So I'm wondering if some of you, I mean, this is logically more, it is air energy, but the worry wart is Virgo again, I'm going to say. Nine of Swords is someone that has trouble sleeping. They've got too much maybe that they're dealing with. They worry about everything. This is, you know, nines are close to the end here. This is the restart. Logically, it's remember that putting that last nail in the coffin, I'm going to say again, and we are in Plutonian energies very strongly with these eclipses happening in Scorpio. And remember, the South Node is in Scorpio, so we're dealing with a karmic purge. We're not all on the same timeline, so we all will be finishing with something that was burdensome and difficult in our own time and what is meant for us. Let's take another card. We've got the Four of Wands. So yes, the Four of Wands does speak to marriage. It speaks to the 1111. It's like having gone through that first portal and then like second chances I get here. Or this is the end, of course. The end of a possible marriage. But it also speaks to justice coming in and bringing in fairness. Fairness and the right person for you. Now we've got two people again, and they're collecting the wine here. So it does speak to abundance. I don't know if this could possibly, I don't know why I get September. That's when the grapes are harvested, right? At the end of summer. So of course timing wise it will be different for each of you. If you're in the southern hemisphere, timing will be different than the northern hemisphere. So 4 and 4. I don't know what number 4 speaks to for you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Knight of Wands. So someone ready to take charge. Someone ready to travel. Someone that was not ready to settle down. Possibly in the past. We did have the Page of Wands. We've got a Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius. Could be physically at a distance. You could be dealing with someone that has other beliefs than you, or they speak a different language. There's the Three of Swords. So yes, there was play here. There was play. There was, the Knight of Wands is someone that's very flirtatious. They've got fire under their butt, you know. They're forever on the move. And the Magician. So the Magician, of course, does speak to Gemini and Virgo, possibly feeling like there is a beginning here, but then there was a disappointment. The Knight of Wands is looking to take what he desires and run with it. Maybe also possibly needing to cover physical ground. There's the King of Swords, so we do have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Queen of Swords. King and Queen of Swords, they do come from the same connection. Now these could be two people that have come out of other relationships. There's the Two of Cups, the soulmate connection. King of Swords is not someone that usually will be open emotionally. I get lots of fixed energies, lots. We did have the King of Pentacles before, which is more Taurus, so it's a fixed sign. Here we've got Aquarius, fixed sign. Leo speaks to, again, fixed. My God. So someone that was not showing their true emotions. They did feel love, right, with the Two of Cups. Maybe they were dealing with another soulmate. right? Another karmic partner, possibly. Maybe there was distrust, maybe there was trickery, and well, that's why we come to the Three of Swords. Remember, the Four of Swords is here. So maybe maybe you're dealing with someone that is very intelligent, someone who possibly wears a uniform, someone who was not taking any action. They needed to overcome something that they were heartbroken, disappointed from. And it can also have to do with their business, possible business disappointments. I do feel here that the Knight of Wands, to me, what it speaks to is someone chasing their desires, someone running with that Ace of Wands. So, yes, I'm going to take action. I'm going to run with what it is that I want to create. There is a lot of passion, a lot of desire here, but there is time. Time is the is of importance here. Someone needs time. All right, let's take some from this deck and see what comes through, and then I will take the obviously the Mystic Moon Oracle. I want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, my dear friends. It always helps the channel. It is free to subscribe. It is free to press that notification bell. Do consider also joining us on Patreon, as we do a lot there. We give free readings all the time, every month. Now, the November readings will be a little bit late. Life happens. Life just happens. Sometimes it's about priorities. Sometimes it's just what needs to happen happens in the way that it does. So let's accept that. I will have November readings up for you, as I always do. So thank you for your patience and your love. What's going on in this connection? We've got the Tower moment that I mentioned before. This is the Tower. So Uranus energy. Something is shifting, changing. There is an awareness. There's a breakdown. We've got love. We've got Eros that comes in. You could see little Cupid, and he's holding the bow and arrow. Now, this is Eros is a love child. Remember, he was the son of Mars and Venus, the lovers of the zodiac. But he's also a child. He's Cupid, right? So Cupid holds a very poisonous arrow. But we see that he's ready to take action. And this could also be that someone becomes aware that they do desire this relationship, that they have fallen head over heels, possibly. Now, because he's a 31 equals a 4, and does point to home, to someone's emotional happiness. And again, he can show up as a child. But remember that the Knight of Wands, being Sagittarian energy, and Sagittarius is the centaur. Sagittarius is half man, half horse. He does hold a bow and arrow. Sagittarius, right, holds that bow and arrow. So that bow and arrow is all about targeting a love connection, wanting to connect with someone. Let me just restart my camera. So yes, here is little Cupid who's ready to target. And because he is a child, it does bring newness. It does bring like new energies. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, this is very similar to the Death card, my dear friends. In this card, and it's a number 7, and 7 does speak to Saturn for me. 7 is also the Chariot, though. So this is like the scythe in the Lenormand, where usually we see the scythe, someone has to cut through something so that they could reap the rewards, take the harvest. We did also have the Empress. Remember, the Empress does speak to patience, but that seed has already been planted. So what he's doing here, and we see the two scythes that are up in the air, it's like the Two of Swords, that someone needs to make a decision to take action to sever anything that was hard, or finish up with a death process, let's say. Remember, in the death card, we see the scythe. But here he's sort of taking his time, just like the Four of Swords, sharpening his scythe, because he's having trouble making a decision, or he's at a dilemma. Now, we've got three scythes here. So again, it's like the Three of Swords. So yes, someone is in preparation here, but they're going through an ending. There is an important decision that needs to be made, and there's a lot of worry around it. Now, it could tie into abundance and someone's financial status as well. This could also be very linked to this relationship. So love and money are in this. So maybe that's why it's such a difficult decision. We've got a 5, 4, 7. It's like back, forth. Let's take another card on that scythe. We've got a letter. There's a number 13. There's going to be a shocking revelation through news. You could see the envelope is on the ground. And again, it does speak to Scorpio, because number 13, but it is a 4. There's going to be news that will come in. I don't know which way it will go. According to the Lenormand, we get the Sun, which is a positive thing. Let's see. We've got the train, and the train speaks to a new journey, and it's a number 7. So we sort of revisit that situation here. And the Chariot, we see here he's on a chariot, here we're riding on a train, we're taking the action. There's a new journey that opens up. This could possibly speak to a new home. This could possibly speak to also an invitation. Someone's made a decision. They're ready to aim and clear out anything to do with the past, any wounding or poison that they need to work through. And there's a possible, because when I see the train, it reminds me of an abundant journey ahead, whether it's physical travel or an emotional new chapter. It could be something that started in the past, and in due time, and as I said, we're not all on the same timeline, this journey will be taken. What's beneath that? And there is the snake. So, and it's a number 11. Someone fears going through that portal. They fear separation. They fear giving back what they've received. They fear karma. But also, what this says to me, because the snake always speaks to a third party, it can speak to poison, but also elixir. Deception, a sexual connection, secretive connection, possibly. Some of you are the third person. But this also speaks to me, it speaks to having dealt with the karma, shedding the karma, South Node in Scorpio for all of us. So letting go of a dark era in our lives, needing to grow towards the North Node, which is Venusian. Taurus is Venus. Beneath that is the King. And he's got a number 15, which is the Devil. So Capricorn comes up a lot. Either that or being a 6 with the Lovers. This could be any king. Okay, we've got the Divine Masculine here. So they're dealing, or they're very sexually attracted, and they're going to take the journey. Or they're going through a death and a transformation. What is the King sitting on? And we see 15, which is the Devil. Yes, it speaks to obsessive behavior. Yes, it speaks to someone who holds a position of power. It could be someone who is a boss. They've got responsibilities. I do see a lot of red here, so I'm going to say the King of Wands. Leo comes up for me. Could be Sag, could be Aries, okay? What is he sitting on? Because he's been blocked. He's had to deal with a lot of karma. He's sitting on the on the lily, which speaks to a pure connection, a past connection, a spiritual connection, but also, yes, a very strong sexual connection, but also maybe he's dealing with someone who wanted to do things in the right way, whether it's his energy, so someone who's very ethical. I feel it's more so the divine feminine that's more on the ethical side. Yes, this is a wound that this king holds. This could be an open wound pertaining to needing to purify, going through a purification process. It could be some karma that this king is carrying. Or it could speak to that the divine feminine was coming through as more ethical and the divine masculine was coming through as more sexual. Or they just had obligations or restrictions and they were dealing with another relationship that was very karmic. So I don't know if you are dealing with a Scorpio, a fixed sign. Changes are on the way, very important changes. Let's take one more card on both these sides. Some of you will be receiving an invitation. It won't be, you'll be traveling over land. Others of you will be traveling through the air. The Four of Wands always speaks to celebration and happiness. That could be celebration and happiness with family, with your loved ones, after a possible divorce for some of you, or when someone is free from obligations, free from worry, free from these open wounds and this sort of dark times that they're going through. And that could be you as well. Remember, you have got the metamorphosis card here, so I don't know if you are ahead of the other person, because they may still be, even though they've gone through that Three of Swords. So I don't know. Let's take one card on your metamorphosis, which does bring up Scorpio very strongly. What's going on for you? We've got the fifth dimension. You do feel that this is a twin flame connection. Yes. Fifth dimension. You've been dreaming about this connection with this person. Let's look at the karmic partner. Some of you could be dealing with a karmic partner. Could be someone that's not, you know. Or maybe they see you as a karmic partner. I don't know. Maybe they haven't trusted you and that this is the awakening that they could be going through. Possibly. And we've got pride and ego. What a wonderful card, dear friends. What a wonderful card. So we see that there's more ego, more fixed energies on the side of the other person. The pride and ego, of course, can speak to someone who holds a position of power. And that's power comes with pride. It comes with ego. But they're a very lucky person, I'm going to say. They've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got these beautiful feathers from the peacock. I mean, this speaks to abundance, luck, spirituality, all these beautiful things. And you know, the peacock will fight for his partner. They're ready. What I get from here is that if you were dealing with someone else that you are going through an ending with, the other person is ready to fight for this connection. And maybe they've had a change of understanding here. Maybe this tower is bringing them the understanding that this is not only a karmic situation that they've been in, and maybe their thought of you being karmically connected to them, maybe this is what's being changed here. Possibly. Maybe they didn't want to see that. Something is right in their face that they don't want to see. And that could also be what this is all about. The blockages, right? We did see the devil, the bound card. What's at the bottom? We've got surrender. Yeah, this is like the fixed energy needing to be surrendered. And that's what the eclipses are doing. And they're hitting people hard that have got a lot of ego. They're being taught lessons. They're being taught that they need to go with the flow and surrender, that they are not as strong as what Spirit, God, and the divine is. Nostalgia, Six of Cups. Back in the days when things were more balanced and more emotionally open. And we've got patience. Someone has been waiting forever. I would say that it's more you on your side. You've been waiting for a long time for this person. Let's now, let's take some Sibilas. I want a bit more clarity here. First of all, I just want to see what that Four of Swords is on their side, because they're having difficulty in making their mind up. And I need to read the rest and rejuvenation. Let's not forget that. Hopefully I won't forget. What is this Four of Swords? So they've got a lot of thoughts. They could be going through divorce. This is like the Hermit. So they're not communicating much with you. They're in their thoughts. They could be dealing with legalities. So if this is the Virgo energy, this is sort of Virgo, yes, can speak to service to others, but it's also maybe they're needing to see, they're trying to read between the lines. But it's the Six of Pentacles, which could also speak to, Six of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving or possible legalities. So they've got a lot that they're dealing with right now. Six of Cups, and they are thinking a lot about your connection. This is like the Ace of Pentacles. This is the safe. So they're thinking, yes, possibly about their money as well. What's more important to them? That's probably what they're thinking. Now, because the Denaro does speak to an advantageous matrimony, so maybe a marriage that was because of the money or finances, and someone married for the money, someone married because of children. And Six of Cups is also, it does speak to childlike energies, right? Two sixes and the Lovers, another six. Let's take one more. Maybe they're thinking of offering. Wow. Okay, this card, yes, we will look at it. We've got the Lamante, so we've got the offer coming through, and it's a number 11. So this is like the Knight of Cups. Someone is ready to make an offer here. We've got also the young couple here. So I don't know if this is about nostalgia and you've known each other forever, or it's like what this says to me is that you've known each other from before. So there's a purification. There's the Virgin. It's like a brand new beginning. After surrender, though, because they need to release. They need to surrender and let go of the ego. And there is a third person. There is jealousy. There's third parties here. And it's the Eight of Swords. So there's also regrets about lost time. Or there's maybe technical details where there's still sort of a thought of, how can I do this? And maybe that's why we've got the Four of Swords. Remember, the Eight of Swords is like someone feeling trapped. It's their perception. So let's look at the outcome. We've got the Ilnamiko, number 11, not an easy portal. It's a portal. It's like a dark energy, but we see the enemy here. This is like the animosity, the negativity is leaving as we are shedding fears, as we are shedding any karma that we've been carrying from the past. We see the snake here, right? So we see the artista here, which is very much that King of Swords that we saw. Someone who's using their intelligence. There's going to be some sort of a discovery. This is like seeing through the clouds, just like the book and the sun is. This could also be advice, an advisor, another could be a friend or someone that is being guided through legalities, through a possible divorce, looking for ways to beat the negativity, the third party, how to shed the karma and the heaviness. So someone's been carrying. The artista, he's got the intelligent mind. It's very much the Uranus energy, where maybe this eclipse, this full moon, a lunar eclipse, which will eclipse all the light, maybe the answer will come from within, from our psyche, or something that was hidden will be revealed and will give the solution and the resolution to clear the clouds, which will open many doors. It's the Seven of Cups. So there will be clarity, many doors open. Let's see. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the stanza, the room. Lots of things have been going on behind the closed door that maybe you will discover, you will know about, you will hear about. The stanza is like the Ace of Pentacles, which is that something possibly long-term, a possible commitment, a possible new home. This is like also possibly, for me, because it speaks to, yes, a very strong sexual connection, of course, but what you will find out about is that things that were hidden will come out, of course, but also what you learn will be something about a possible new home, a marriage, even possibly that the person you're dealing with is still going through divorce. Or this could also speak to, remember I did speak to a letter here, news is coming in, that possibly could be, this could be a secret invitation to a home, to let's get together. A possible also invitation to an intimate evening. Secret invitation to physically connecting, which obviously on the Four of Wands says to me that maybe this has not happened for some of you, that there has not been intimacy. This is what was missing, let's say, because we've got the Seven of Cups here, which can speak to something dreamy or something that you've imagined or dreamed about, that something could turn physical. I mean, this is about emotions. This is dreamy. This is something that is really not real. So something that's been imagined, created. This is the Ace of Pentacles, though. And we've got Four of Pentacles here, the falsita, the cat. So distrust, third parties, I'm going to say, because the falsita could be someone that's very false. That's why there's some sort of an ending. Or Four of Pentacles, remember, is the miser, someone that holds on, does not trust others with their emotions, possibly, or does not trust others with what's going on in their home, possibly. There can be deception. Another four. Four is very, very important. Very, very important indeed. We end up with a four here. We've got the Four of Wands, which is the four of the marriage card here. And this is Amika. Amika is either a friend or this is positivity where legalities are concerned. It does speak to harmony and balance and justice, or help from a friend pertaining to a separation, or that there's a possible marriage with someone who is your friend, who you share friendship with. And there is the Queen of Wands, very similar to the woman lover. She is very much like the Empress. Queen of Wands, Empress, she's very, very sexual, very, very passionate. We do see an age difference here as well. We've got the Knight of Wands and very similar to the Queen of Wands, Empress. So, now, she's the mature. She's the, because we've got the young maiden here. I should say after the young maiden here comes the, like the Queen. So, maybe someone has gone from being the young maiden to a more mature, I don't know, emotional status. Someone's matured, possibly. through the years, or even where action is concerned. And I'm going to say also that if your person was in another marriage, maybe they were with someone that was younger than you are. So, I don't know. It will be different for each of you. Let's read number 19, and we will take my handwritten love cards. This card shows a man in a meditative and tranquil state. The message here is that it's time to relax. You may have been busy lately, but you should soon be finding more time to just let go. When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card upright indicates that there should be more leisure time for you now and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. Now is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is far more productive than unceasing action. Unceasing action. So, someone is needing time. Someone is needing to connect. Maybe, through the higher mind. And I'm going to say maybe there is telepathy here. Pay attention to any signs that you do receive. But it speaks to waiting and then rejuvenation, like a rebirth. So after time, there will be a possible rebirth where this connection is concerned. Let's take my handwritten love cards, dear Spirit. If you could let us know what's possibly happening here. What are their thoughts, their words, things that they think about, things maybe that words that they've shared already? What are they thinking of sharing or communicating, possibly? Now remember, dear friends, that I may be picking up on your thoughts as well. So remember that this is either you or the other person. So many times I do pick up on your own energies. So take it with a grain of salt. Take these messages with a grain of salt. Let's see. I can't help myself from falling in love with you every day. And that's the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So there's a potential for an offer that comes in here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What stands out? You could see I hate you stands out. But I don't know how it's going to come through for some of you. Remember, love and hate are very close together. So I regret the moment that I let you go. So there are regrets here. 5 of Cups. So maybe someone is in a relationship where they hate the other person. Let's take them all. The timing is not right. Maybe tomorrow. 7 of Pentacles. Waiting for you to make your choice. I won't be waiting forever. 2 of Pentacles. Waiting patiently for your return. I forgive you. And that's 4 of Swords is on the other person's side. Another 4 of Swords. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm only breathing, not living without you. Someone is needing to heal and taking their time. 3 of Wands. Physical distance. Don't ever think that I don't love you and that I forgot you. I will always be here for you with open arms. You make me quiver. I'm hooked on you. You turn me on. That's the 8 of Wands, which is in the now position. There could be sexting as well between the two of you. I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever hurt you. 4 of Pentacles, which is right here. Ace of Wands. I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. That's on your side. It's done. They cheated. Door closed. Feeling blue. 10 of Swords, which is in the reading. So there has been a breakup. Your eyes are familiar to me. I know that we've shared lives before. You must feel it too. 6 of Cups. So a soulmate union. Please don't go. I'm begging you. There's the begging. The 4 of Pentacles, which I spoke of in the 5 of Swords. You're my other half, I feel at Six of Pentacles, and that is what will be reciprocated. The Six of Pentacles, remember, was on the side of the other person, right? You're my other half, I feel it. Now they know that you are their other half. So we've got a mixture of energies here. We've got a fair bit of earth, which does take time, but it does bring stability. It brings long term. We do have fire, we've got air, we do have emotional openness as well. We've got a bit of everything, but I hate you. Someone is in a situation that they do not like at all. So love and hate, remember, my dear friends, big love relationships can turn into hate where there's been deception, betrayal, and all those things. Just really painful. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. And that's the Five of Pentacles. So I feel here with the Five of Pentacles, it's not about the physical wealth. It's about connecting to someone that is important in your lives. So I did say that money and love connect together here. So someone's come to the conclusion, because we do see with the Five of Pentacles two people feeling left out in the cold. There can be a big difference. There can be a financial, social, someone's big social differences. My God, big social differences where you come from different areas of the world, different backgrounds, different financial status, different, many differences. And love never asks. Love never looks at the differences. So it can make things very challenging, but there's major lessons, obviously, where this is concerned. I do see that we are on a journey. I do feel an invitation, but we are fairly blocked at this time with the tower here, and we did have sort of two tower cards, one that is still standing, but this is going to bring things. This is going to bring great changes, but someone is sort of taking their time. They're needing to deal with things, and I feel it's the other person. There's going to be shocking events. Shocking, I would say, more than likely positive and enlightening and surprise turn of events that will bring the sun. Okay, where there's true love, this will make it. Where there's been deception and betrayal and all those things, yes, those relationships will end, because this is saying, Saturn says, are you doing the right thing? Have you done the right thing? This is karma. This is karma dharma. Now remember, we had as karma dharma, we had the lovers. So yes, this is a divine union, a very important relationship that's willing to go through anything, but it will bring people in challenging positions where they need to make up their mind. This could be playing out till end of March. And I will leave it there, dear friends. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Wish me luck.